Hello, God's beautiful people. I am back with another word from the Lord. If this is your first time here, my name is Tara, and God uses me prophetically to bring forth words to his children. With that being said, I just want to say all glory goes to God. If you've been following me, then you know that this is not something I always knew I carried, but I am absolutely grateful. And I am absolutely honored to do the Lord's work, okay? Even with all of the hard times, all of the warfare that it brings, I'm just honored to be his vessel, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to jump right into the first word because there's going to be several. And this particular word is for somebody. And it could be for more than one person, but it was based on a dream. Okay. And I knew this wasn't my life. So when God gives me dreams, I'm learning because I told y'all, I'm learning to ask him, God, who is this for? Like, is this just a random dream, or is this for somebody in particular, or are you showing me things that are to come? So this particular dream is for somebody in particular. And I am just going to tell you what I see, how it happened, that type of deal, and what the Lord revelation he gave from the dream. So in this dream, I was someplace. And a lot of times, y'all, in these dreams, God will use us so that we can experience what the person is experiencing in that moment, so we can feel what they can feel. I don't know if God has ever given you prophetic dreams, but sometimes they can be so real. Like you can feel a person's pain. I have felt what it felt like to be shot before, like all kinds of stuff that you can feel in the spiritual realm. Okay, so in this particular dream, I was someplace and I was visiting. While I was sitting and waiting on a room, because it seems like I was at a hotel or something, but it was kind of like one of those open type hotel type resort type of setups. And I was waiting on a room or to see where I would be staying. And this guy took notice of me. He really liked me. And then he invited me out with him, and I declined. Then he went away. Okay, so when he came back, he wanted to show me something. So I did go with him so he could show me whatever it was he was going to show me. And he showed me this very beautifully decorated, lavish suite. Y'all, it looked like it was literally floating. That is just how lavish it was, okay? It was beautifully decorated, and it was definitely something out of the ordinary. It wasn't something that you would normally see. You can tell like he went over and beyond and had this specifically made, okay? And I remember there being a lot of pink and soft colors, and it had several steps that led into this room that he was inviting me to stay in. And although he never asked me directly to be his, it was absolutely implied that if I had accepted this lavish offer, I would be committing to be this man's woman, wife, whatever. Everybody around me was encouraging me to do it because the area was very elaborate. It was very beautiful. You can tell he had all this money, and he went through great lengths to prove that I'm the one he wanted. Okay. But in my spirit, I knew that he wasn't the one. I knew that if I listened to all the voices around me, I would be going against what God has for me. So I declined. And there was a sense of sadness from the man, not saying he was bad, but he just wasn't for me. And, come on through, Holy Spirit. Just like what I said in the end, whoever this word is for, there is somebody He seems like he's the whole package, or she seems like she's the whole package. They are very, everything you could have ever wanted, everything you could have ever desired, everything you could ever need. This person has the means to bring you that level of comfort, that level of happiness. But in your spirit, it goes against what God spoke to you, that shall be. And everybody around you is telling you, you crazy for not choosing this man who has chosen you. They telling you, you crazy because this woman really wants you. And they telling you, like, go ahead. Like, this person is going over and beyond to prove that it's you that they want. But you know what God told you. You know it in your heart. You know, stand your ground. Come on through, Holy Spirit. Stand your ground. You know what God told you. You know who he said you belong to. You know what he showed you. You know who and what standard this person is supposed to bring. You know the purpose on your life and the life of the union that God has prophesied to you. You know the promise, but here in your face, this goes beyond. You're thinking maybe this is as good as it gets. And when I tell you, you got people in your ear, you got people in your ear. You got people like family, friends, people that you trust. I'm seeing church members, church leaders, like they're really trying to encourage you to move forward. But everything the Lord has showed you up until this point, you don't see those things. There are certain things missing. There's certain pieces missing from the puzzle. And everybody looking at you like you crazy because they don't understand, why would you turn this down? But God says, you know what he told you. And in your heart, in your spirit, you know this is not it. And although it's hard, and although you stand to disappoint a lot of people, who you don't want to disappoint is the Lord. Who you don't want to go against is the calling he has on your life. What you don't want to mess up is the promise. So whoever this word is for, take heed that I don't care how beautiful it is. I don't care how above and beyond they're going for you. Baby, that's not them. And I know it could be heartbreaking. It could make you feel like you really messing up. But let me tell you, the God I know, God will have you. He will let the enemy present you with something that looks so perfect just to see what you're going to do with it. And when you trust him, stand on faith, and remember the things that he told you and that he promised you, I assure you, if you will just stand on that and you reject what the enemy is trying to use to distract you, God is going to bless you for it, okay? He's going to bless you for your obedience. So remain obedient because this person is not it. I love y'all, and I'll be back with another word from the Lord.